Welcome to Sales Builder Pro Release 9. This is our biggest app upgrade ever. Yes, it's a big change, but rest assured we've designed the release so that you can ease into these upgrades over time. This video is geared toward managers. I'll show you what's new in the app and then show you how to manage the new feature in the management portal. Let's start on the option tab. You'll notice right away in the payment section, you now have the ability to recommend a program for a customer, and you can also select multiple programs to compare on the quote. Managers, you can set recommended and compare defaults in the finance section of the management portal. And also a side note here is that the cash price label and the finance program footnote are also customizable, and we'll look at those when we look at the custom settings in the management portal. So let's look at setting the recommended and compare finance programs first. In the management portal, we'll go to the financing options, just like usual. What displays here is exactly what you've seen in the past. The sort order that the programs will appear on the option tab are the same as they were in the past, nothing different here. Let's go ahead and I'll select this first program, Pencil Edit. Now I'm editing the finance option. My names and labels haven't changed any, but I do have a couple new features here. I have the ability to assign this 5-year program as a selected default. So if this is selected as a default, it will auto-populate in the app selected. I also have the ability to have this program be a compare default. So the app user, when they open up the option tab, they have the 5-year program has been pre-selected as a recommended program, and it's also compare default. Limited compare would be used when you have, perhaps you have 2 or 3 0% APR programs that you're offering. Each of those programs has a different dealer fee. So the dealer fees would result in a different sale price for the system. So you probably would not want the programs to be displayed on the same option. So selecting the limited compare feature for this 5-year program would put it in a group. One program from that group can be offered to an option at a time. When the lease program option is selected, the total system price will be excluded from the proposal. Only the lease payments will display. We've also added a few hints to help you out when you're setting up your financing programs, to help you understand the math that's involved in the payment calculations. Okay, and back to the app. No changes on the option or enhancement tabs, and you'll notice that we no longer have a summary tab. Summary tab has been moved to the signature tab, but we have added a new notes tab. The new notes tab includes 3 multi-text boxes. Tap on the less or more to use the boxes. Everything entered here will display in the customer's quote. Customer notes will select as we did before. They've just moved from the signature tab to the new notes tab. Makes a little more sense here. You'll notice that we now have a new install date label. This label is customizable. It will default in Release 9 to requested install date. You can change this label in the custom settings in the management portal. I'll jump over to the portal to show you this setting. So this setting is in the custom settings section, and I'll talk about all these settings in a minute, but I just want to show you where the install date label is. It's here in the proposal PDF section, right down in here. What you see in gray is the default value. And we'll move on to the signature tab. So brand new design, much simpler, and it has lots of customizations available so you can personalize every quote to your customer. There's quite a few here. We'll cover them all, but we've got the proposal name, the option name, the option description, the savings label and icon. We have the payment options. We have finance program footnote, and we have some default settings. Okay, since there are a lot of customizations in this view, I'm going to move to the Management Portal Custom Settings to demonstrate the new features. The first section is the option defaults. The option name and the description are customizable. The Release 9 defaults are just set to display option 1, 2, and 3 for the name, and the description is blank, which means in the app it will display a equipment summary. Keep in mind that any customizations you make here are company-wide, but the app user also has the ability to customize their option names and descriptions in user settings, and they can customize them even more for a specific customer when they're building a quote. Okay, the next section is our payment options. Cash settings refers to the payment label that appears next to the payment. It's going to default to balance. And then similar to the finance program compare default, we can include the cash payment as a comparison default. It will automatically be selected in the app. And then limited compare is you can put this cash comparison into the limited compare group. Remember, limited compare means that only one payment type from the group can be used in the same option. Compare sorting, that refers to the order that the payment options appear in. Release 9 will default to cash first and then finance programs, and the finance programs will display from high to low. This is how the app behaved before, so we've left it that way as a default, but you do have the ability to promote your finance programs. So then I would select finance programs first and then cash. And then we also recommend sorting your finance payments from low to high. The footnotes that appear below your payments, if you don't want any footnotes, just enter none, and there will not be a footnote shown on the quote. The default is estimate approval required. Payment terms are determined by your selected financial partner. You can enter anything you would like here, but this is what it'll default to. And then for our contractors who are offering leasing programs, we entered this footnote as well, that your discount is applied to the total value of the system, not the monthly payment. The lease program discount footnote will only appear when a financing program has been designated as a lease program. The savings, discounts, and rebates section refers to the piggy bank icon and these dollar amount savings that you see at the top of your option on the signature tab. The title will default to savings. You can have it display whatever you would like it to say. And the show total savings in the option comparison and show the icon are auto-selected for you as defaults. If you don't want to see the total savings and you don't want to see the icon, then simply remove those checkboxes. The custom settings for the proposal PDF are last. The proposal name can be set as a default. The current default is just proposal. If I want this default to include the customer name, I would just include the word customer in brackets. The software will automatically grab the customer name for the quote and pop it in there. The install date label, requested install date is your default value. You can change that to whatever you need it to be. We've already covered that. Your settings, same as they were before. Show model numbers will automatically be turned on. Include brochures with proposal will automatically be turned on. Show option total as an office memo note. That is a new feature that would show the option total in the office notes. Line item settings will automatically turn on to show your line item equipment discounts. So each discount that's applied to a line item would display in the quote, and show line item pricing will default on. We do recommend that you have line item pricing turned off, and this allows you to present a full system price. Always be sure and save your changes before you leave the view. To review the Release 9 features that are customizable in the app, I'm going to use a proposal so you can see what the final product is. So let's go ahead. I'm going to open up this quote. You can see no change to the banner, no change to the customer's name, why choose us, bullet points, all that remains the same. First change you'll see is the custom proposal name banner, Tetra HVAC proposal for Mike Ellison. You'll also see some custom option names here. I'm showing the Comfort Advisor custom name, which would be a user setting as John's favorite, and that one has been selected. Best value has been set at a company level. And if I haven't changed anything at all, you would see the old way, option 1, option 2, and option 3. Your equipment and your accessories, additional services, install materials appear as they did before. I do have line item pricing turned off for this quote, so there is not any pricing showing within each block. Our new section, Apply Discounts. This is demonstrating line item discounting turned on. And then in my summary, notice that my recommended programs have been selected, and I also have the comparison programs showing. The sort order in this section is set from, it looks like the summary selected has cash is first, and then the finance programs, and the finance programs are displaying from high to low. We do recommend walking in the door with your finance price first, and then sorting from low to high. What I'm showing here is your default values. You can also see my footnote that's displaying. That's the finance program footnote. Estimate approval required. Payment terms are determined by your selected financial partner. Then we have a new rebate section. And our investment summary, the same as before. Payment summary. Same as before, with of course the finance program footnote appearing as well. Requested install date is the new customizable install date label. This is showing you the default requested install date. Notes is where your new custom notes will appear. Actually, they're the same notes, they just moved to a new position in the app, same position on the quote. So I hope you enjoy Release 9. Please reach out if you have any questions. And remember, we do have full documentation on our help desk. Help desk is accessible in the app. If you go to your navigation menu and scroll down to the help section, it takes you to our help desk. And Release 9 has all the information you'll need to know about Release 9. Have a great day. Thank you.